This class that we're going to be doing today is going to be a very calming, relaxed class. We're going to be focusing on stepping into a sense of fluidity and help detox our bodies through twists and flowing movements. We're going to be doing some breath-based flows as well as some twists, as I mentioned, and some restorative poses. So this is a great time to explore themes of self-care, of really taking care of yourself. Also letting go, surrendering that which we don't need, that doesn't serve our life. Twists are great because they help us really get in to the body, into the organs, the stomach. Just move things around, help the breath flow, the fluids flow a little bit more easily. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to start seated, so grab a block. I will recommend that you have a block, some towels close by, or at least just a nice big pillow that we can use towards the end, and a strap or a belt if you have it. So there are ways to improvise even if you don't have all the exact tools. You can use some books instead of blocks, belt instead of strap, towels instead of blankets. So we're going to sit up on the block. Just get it right underneath the sitting bones, cross the legs just so they're comfortable in a way that helps keep the knees safe. So the feet can be a little bit further away from the hips or they can be closer in. Just get really comfy here. Take a few moments to shift side to side, maybe forward and back, to really feel that sense of balance and equilibrium. And then just allow the hands to relax on the knees. The shoulders soften down. Just let the belly be full with breath and extend the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. When you feel comfortable, begin to close the eyes. And just take a few breaths here to become more present to what's happening around you and within you. Acknowledge what's going on inside. So maybe the thoughts in the mind, the emotions and feelings. Maybe even notice how your stomach is feeling, all of your organs. And just send some extra love throughout your whole body. So start from the crown of the head and imagine a big orb, a big ball of light slowly moving its way down the spine, from the head down towards the neck and shoulders. And as this light slowly draws down, imagine all of the warmth spreading from the light throughout your body. So just watch in your mind's eye that orb of light slowly descending down along the spine towards the chest and heart center, filling your whole torso with warmth and light. And then seeing it descend down towards the belly, low back and hips, and then down the legs, towards the knees, and all the way down to the feet. And even as the light drops down towards the feet, it leaves behind its trail of warmth and love. And then just count out 5 breaths to sit with that light that's within you. With every breath, imagining as if it was growing deeper and stronger. Every breath, you're filling your body with love and care. Every inhale, bringing that in. Every exhale, letting go of that which does not serve you. Just like the breath, we bring in oxygen that fuels our body, and as we breathe out, we let go of carbon dioxide. And we must continue that cycle every second of our lives. And similarly, if we allow ourselves to bring in that which serves us and let go of that which does not serve us, we can live a more healthy life. So perhaps take that idea with you throughout class, and every breath you're breathing and filling yourself with self-love, self-care, compassion, and acceptance. And every exhale, you're releasing any negative self-talk, any patterns that might not serve you, habits, tendencies. With your next inhale, extend the arms out to the sides and all the way up overhead. And as you exhale, place the palms together and draw the hands down towards your heart center. Inhale, extend the arms up again another time. And with your exhale, bring palms together and draw the hands down towards your heart. And one more time as you breathe in, really stretch the arms, feel the fingers extending the arms, shoulders opening up, and as you exhale, draw those hands down. We're going to pause this time with the thumbs lightly touching the sternum. And in this intention-setting posture, take a moment to create a purpose, a dedication to your practice, to this time that we have together. It can be around perhaps this idea of self-care, self-love, or perhaps around the idea of letting go of something that might not be serving you in your life. Whatever your intention is, set it so that you can get more meaning out of this class. Make it personal to you. And then with your next exhale, release the hands down towards the legs. Start to blink open the eyes. Good. And we want to try to keep our breath going through class. So connecting to that breath rhythm so that every movement we do is a reflection of that breath. So what we're going to do is bring the left hand towards the right knee and bring the right hand just gently, maybe the fingertips towards the earth behind you. With a big inhale, lengthen out through the spine, extending through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, gently hug navel back towards spine as you twist gently towards the right side. Inhale, face forward, and exhale, take it to the other side. Right hand to left knee. Re-lengthen the spine first. And as you exhale, navel hugs in to help deepen the twist. So we want to approach all twists with a nice long back. Inhale again, face forward, and exhale to the right. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, navel hugs in, just maybe an inch deeper in the twist. And then inhale, face forward, and exhale one more time to the other side. Once you're in, big breath in, long spine. Big breath out, navel pulls back and up towards the spine. And then face forward with the inhale. With the exhale, bring the right fingertips to the earth on the right side of your hips, a little bit further away from the leg. And then with the next big breath in, extend that left arm overhead. You can bend this right elbow, just getting a nice extension through the left side of the body. Look down towards your right palm on the earth, releasing the neck. And breathe as if you could send all of your breath just to the left side of the lungs. Inhale, come on up, lift the left arm, and then place that left hand down, and inhale, reach the right arm up overhead. Maybe bend that left hand, you can slide it away from you a little bit more, and Extend up and out through the right side of the body. You can gaze down towards left hand here and find the breath. Sending all of that breath to the right chamber of the lungs. And then with your inhale, come on up. As you exhale, we're going to come into tabletop. So place the palms on the earth, slip the block out from underneath you, bringing the hands and knees to the earth. Knees come about hips width apart, and the wrists are directly underneath the shoulder, shoulder width apart. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Just relax the feet on the earth. And with your next inhale, let the belly drop gently, the chest lift. As you exhale, round the upper back, tuck the chin in, cat tilt. Inhale, come on up into cow tilt. Again, letting the belly drop, chest and sitting bones lift. As you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, one more round through these two poses. So coming up into cow pose. Exhale, rounding the upper back, tucking the chin in. And then inhale, flatten the back. Keep a little bit of firmness, a little bit of strength in the core by just hugging navel up towards the spine rather than letting the belly drop and the back arch. You want to hug the navel up, and you'll feel the tailbone extend straight behind you rather than up towards the ceiling. With your next exhale, shift the hips to the right side and back towards the heels. As you inhale, bring the hips to the left and up into tabletop. So we're gonna do some hip circles. They don't have to be super wide. You can take them at the right depth that works for you. We're just trying to feel the rotation of the thigh bones in the hip socket. You can get the shoulders into it. You can release the neck into the twists, into these circles. And then with your next exhale, just change directions of the circling of the hips. Take any organic movements that feel good. Make sure you're connected to breath. And then inhale, come back up into tabletop. As you exhale, sit the hips back towards the heels. Extend the arms long, as far forward as they'll go, and then release the forehead towards the mat. Walk the fingertips so far forward that the elbows and the forearms lift off the ground. Draw the shoulder blades back away from you so that you get more space between the ear and the top of the shoulder. And then keep the palms where they are. As you start to inhale, lift the hips off the heels. And with your exhale, tuck the toes under. Press the hips up and back. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So we want to keep the same distance of hands and feet that we had in child's pose. Keep the knees bent, at least to start. And try to touch your belly towards your thighs. Kind of like you're going to do a frog hop forward. You want to feel all of this length in the spine, and then the only thing that starts to change, if your legs feel ready and open, just start to straighten the legs slightly, not completely straight. Just extend the legs without rounding the back. So we want to keep the chest reaching towards the thighs, the hips up towards the sky, and just extend the legs, drawing heels down to mat. Then relax the head between the arms and take a breath. Maybe look side to side, just releasing head and neck. And then with your next inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. As you exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Taking several steps, we're going to bring the feet about hips width apart at the top. Knees slightly bent here. With an inhale, hands to shins, halfway lengthen the spine. Get a nice flat back. As you exhale, fold forward, releasing the head and hands towards the mat. Inhale again, hands to shins, nice long spine. And exhale, fold forward. So when we come up, we're thinking cow tilt like we did in tabletop. Let's try it again. Inhale, hands to shins. Feel the chest lift forward, the sit bones extending up towards the sky, but the navel's hugging in, firming through core. And then exhale, release back down. From here, bend the knees deeply. With an inhale, scoop the arms up overhead as you press down through the feet to come to standing, and exhale, palms in towards the heart. Good. And then from here, with an inhale, I'm just gonna face you, but you can stay where you are. With an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, hold on to this left wrist and bend up and over towards the right side. So we wanna keep the chest and the shoulders facing forward. We just wanna get a nice side bend, a nice extension through the left body. And then come up with the inhale. And as you exhale, hold on to the right wrist and reach up and over towards the left side. Again, try to spiral the chest and heart straight forward rather than down towards the earth. And then inhale, come on up. As you exhale, interlace the hands behind the back, keep the knees slightly bent and start to fold forward. On an inhale, lengthen the spine, maybe straighten the legs just a little bit. And as you exhale, refold, actively extend the arms up overhead and then relax the neck. So maybe just look gently side to side. Good. With your next inhale, bring the hands to the shins, halfway lengthen. As you exhale, bring the fingertips to the mat and step your left leg back to lunge. From here, lower the left knee onto the ground. If you need some extra padding, roll over the left edge of your mat. From here, on an inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Feel the inner thighs hug in towards each other, and if you need a little bit of a deeper hip opener, walk that right foot forward and actively reach the hips towards the earth. Otherwise, stay a little bit more lifted off of this front leg, front hip. Good. And then plant the palms to the earth. Keeping the left hand on the ground, with an inhale, extend the right arm straight up towards the sky, feeling a nice extension through the front of the chest, and you're going to be twisting towards the right thigh. Good. Exhale, plant that right hand down. With your inhale, just extend the left arm up towards the sky. Again, now extending through the opposite side, twisting away from that front knee, but still feeling some openness through chest and shoulders. Plant the palm down. From here, with an inhale, bring the hands to the heart. Exhale, hook this left elbow across the right knee. Lengthen through the spine and give a little bit of pressure into the palms as you twist towards the right a second time. So navel hugs in towards spine. As you inhale, re-lengthen the spine. As you exhale, navel hugs in and twist. Exhale next time, place the palms on the earth, unroll the mat, and step to downward facing dog. So one foot and then the other comes back. On an inhale, shift forward to plank pose. Shoulders come over the wrists and the body's in one straight line. With an exhale, place the knees down, belly and chest lowers to the earth. Inhale, tops of feet plant. Lift the chest up and draw the shoulders back towards each other. Inhale, start to come on up and make your way back with your exhale, downward facing dog. From here, inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. And rise up to standing. Big breath in. Bend the knees, scoop all the way up. And exhale, palms to heart. Good. We're going to take the other side now. So with an inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hold on to the left wrist and side bend up and over towards the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, holding right wrist, reach up and over towards the left. Inhale to center. With your exhale, interlace the hands behind the back. Take a breath here, filling the chest. As you exhale, bend the knees and start to fold gently forward, extending arms overhead. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, halfway lengthen the spine. Exhale, fingertips to the mat and step your right foot back to lunge. Again, we're going to lower this right knee onto the earth, just like we did on the other side. So roll over the mat if you need more padding. And with your inhale, come on up with your inhale to low lunge. Feel the inner thighs hug in towards each other. And again, if you need to deepen the intensity of the lunge, walk the left foot forward a little bit and settle hips down to earth. The one thing we want to make sure we're protecting is the knee. So we want the knee to stay stacked over ankle rather than moving forward over the toes, for example. So if you're wanting to deepen, walk the foot forward, but keep knee stacked over ankle. Good. And then from here, with your exhale, bring the palms to the earth. Stay grounded through that right hand. As you inhale, lift the left arm up for the twist. Take a full breath here. Lengthen spine on inhale and hug navel in, twisting open with the exhale. On your next breath out, release left hand towards earth. And inhale, reach right arm up towards the sky. So changing directions on the twist. Good. On your next breath out, release the right hand down. With your inhale, we're going to come back up, bring the hands to the heart center, and hook right elbow across that left knee. Lengthen the spine so you're twisting towards the front thigh. And as you exhale, navel hugs in. You can gently press into the palms to help with the twist, but we don't want to be yanking from the shoulders. We want the twist to originate from the low spine. So really hugging navel in. And then just allowing the neck to be soft in our twist. Good. With your exhale, bring the hands back to the earth. Unroll the mat, and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank pose. Exhale, place the knees down, bring belly and chest to the earth at the same time. We want to hug elbows close in towards the sides as you come down. And then come up into a baby cobra. Belly stays on the ground, just the chest lifts, and the shoulders and elbows hug in towards each other. Good, and then come on up, and exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, big breath in, big breath out, fold down. And then knees bent, rise up to standing, scoop up, lift up. And exhale, palms into the heart. Good. All right. From here, we're going to walk the feet together so big toes touch. Inhale, just sit back into a gentle chair pose. So we're going to bend the knees, sit back so that you can see the toes over the knees. Navel hugs in towards spine, and the back is long, the chest is lifted as you come down. On your inhale, come off of chair pose and exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fingertips to mat. Step your left foot back to lunge. Walk the right foot out towards the right, just a few inches to widen your stance. And now we're going to come up to a high lunge. So when you're ready, press into that right leg and come on up, just bring the hands to the hips. Feel inner thighs hug in towards each other. Get more grounded through the feet. Good. And then lift the arms up overhead. Chest, hips, and shoulders face straight forward. Good. From here, extend, maybe deepen your lunge just a little bit and bring the palms together at the center of the heart. So we're going to do a similar pose that we did in our low lunge, this time in a high lunge. So with your exhale, hook left elbow across the right knee. Re-lengthen through spine as you inhale. And then exhale, navel hugs in, gently press the palms together and twist, wrapping the torso up towards the sky, and breathe. We're going to hold this for just another breath. And then as you exhale, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, you can rest here or shift forward to plank. With your exhale, come all the way down to the earth. Inhale into your cobra. Belly stays grounded, just the heart reaches forward, and with your exhale, make your way back down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, and then rise to standing, big breath in. And exhale, hands to heart. Walk feet together so big toes touch. Inhale, sit back, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips to mat. This time the right foot steps back to lunge. Separate the left foot out towards the left edge of the mat just a few inches. And once you feel grounded and steady, with an inhale, rise up, bring the hands to the hips. Hug inner thighs in towards each other so hips, shoulders, chest are all squared facing forward. And then with an inhale, lift the arms. Good. So from here, with your exhale, bring the hands to the heart. This time, hook right elbow across that left thigh. You can bring left hand to left thigh and then hook that elbow over. Bring the palms together, but then re-lengthen out through the spine first. So again, we want to approach twist with a nice long back, keeping that integrity in the spine. And then as you exhale, hug navel in, gently press the palms together. Make sure the neck is soft and you're not yanking it up to the twist. You can face forward or gaze down towards the earth to release the neck. Extend out through that right heel, through that right leg, and breathe. Good, just one more breath here. And as you exhale, bring the palms down to the earth. Step left foot back to down dog. And then inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, place knees, lower belly and chest all the way to the earth. And then inhale, come up, baby cobra. And with your exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Come back to your intention. Maybe come back to that idea of breathing in light, love, self-care. And breathing out anything that's not serving you, any thoughts, emotions, patterns that you feel ready to let go of. With your next exhale, lower knees gently towards the earth. Grab a hold of your blankets or your pillow. And we're just going to slide them in between the thighs. Bring the knees as wide as the mat. Place the hands on the earth and bring the tops of the feet to the ground. Sit back onto the heels. If this is not comfortable for now, keep lifted on the knees. And then if you have a towel, if you have a pillow, fold it in half just so it's a little bit more bulky. Good. And then we're going to start to make our way down into child's pose, but we're going to hold the blanket. So we're going to lay our torso and our head onto the blanket, towels or pillow or whatever you have. So this should feel really relaxing. We're just going to hold here for several moments. If this is bothering your knees, what we can do is slide a towel or a blanket behind the knees, so that gives us just a little bit more padding. And then maybe find another towel or blanket to put under you. We just want to be soft and cushy on the earth. So as we're here, just let the breath start to take over. Let the body relax completely. Place the hands, the arms, wherever is comfortable to let the shoulders relax. And just feel the belly filling with breath with the inhale. Just allow that exhale to wash down the back of the body. Maybe even take some open mouth exhales to really release any lingering tension. Just feel your body getting heavier, getting more relaxed, softer. Let yourself ease down into the earth. If there's anything uncomfortable, you can come out of the pose to readjust. For example, if your knees feel like the earth is a little bit too hard underneath you, you can come out and double over the mat right underneath the knees. You can adjust the blankets. But then after you've found the right position, come back into rest. Reconnect to breath. Good. And then from here, with an inhale, just slowly bring the hands underneath the shoulders and peel yourself off of the fold. We're going to set the blankets off to the side so you can come up into tabletop to move them out from underneath you. And then from here, we're going to come to seated and just bring the legs out in front. Extend the legs, step left foot over the right leg so the toes are about in line with the kneecap, and plant that left foot down to the earth. Lengthen the spine with an inhale, extend arms up. And as you exhale, bring the left fingertips gently behind you and hook the right elbow across that knee. If you need to lessen the intensity, just hook the elbow around the outside of that leg rather than hooked on top of the thigh. Whatever works for you. Re-lengthen, inhale, navel hugs in and twist open with the exhale. Let the neck be soft. The spine's long. And every exhale, you're feeling the navel pull back towards the spine, helping massage all the inner organs. And then with your inhale, face forward, and exhale, bring the hands to the earth on the right side. Just bow towards the right. You can lift this left hip up off the earth. Just get a counter twist. And then come on up with the inhale. Change legs so left leg extends out, right foot steps over left leg. Again, the toes are just about in line with the bottom of that kneecap. Plant the foot on the ground and then reach the arms up with the inhale. And as you exhale, the right fingertips behind and hook left elbow over that knee, or just hold onto the leg with the arm. Big breath and re-lengthen the spine, and then twist open towards the right, hugging navel in and keeping the chin or the neck soft and relaxed, as well as the jaw and the face muscles. Breathe through the belly. Then as you inhale, face forward, and exhale again, counter twist. Bring both palms to the earth on the left side. You can reach your right hip off the earth and just bow forward. And then with an inhale, slowly come on up. Great, and we're going to grab those blankets or towels again. We're going to keep them stacked on top of each other. Just readjust them so they're pretty even. You can re-roll them out if you need to. Okay, and we're going to place the two rolls of towels right in the center of the mat. We're going to sit with our right hip right along the edge of these blankets, right at the end of the blanket, so the blankets are perpendicular to your hips. And then just lay the chest down onto the blankets. Bring the side of the head down, so similar to what we did in child's pose, but with just a little bit of a twist because the knees are on one side. And then if you want to deepen, bring the opposite cheek to mat. So the opposite cheek from the hip that's touching the towels. So if your right hip is next to the towels, then bring the left cheek to the mat or to the towels. Again, let the arms relax down by the sides and just breathe. So it depends on your intensity, what side of the cheek is going to be down. But just choose which one you're doing and settle into it and breathe. Close the eyes here. Listen to that steady rhythm of the breath. Feel that steady beat of the heart in your chest. And with every breath, with every beat of the heart, let that be spreading love and compassion towards you, towards others. And then with an inhale, slowly start to come on up. So walk the hands underneath the shoulders, press into the palms and rise on up. Good, and then we're going to change sides. So you can either just bring the opposite hip around, or you can move the blankets completely to the other side of the mat and bring opposite hip next to those blankets. Good, and then as you exhale, slowly start to make your way down onto the blankets. Forehead, side of the head can be down, whatever's most comfortable to you. Just get relaxed, get comfy, and get soft. Walk the elbows out, walk the hands out so that the shoulders can really relax. And as we come into these more restorative floor poses, I invite you to really connect back to the intention that you set. Really letting that intention build within you, within your body, within your mind, and within your heart. Letting every breath, every beat of the heart reflect that intention. Then with your next inhale, just slowly start to walk the hands up underneath the shoulders. Come on up to seated and slide the blankets out from underneath. Good. And then grab a hold of a block. Place it by the mat just so it's accessible. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs. So just, get comfy on the back. You can support yourself with your hands as you make your way down. And then once you're on the back, bring the feet and knees hips width apart. Low back is on the mat, so you're just going to feel like the belly is relaxed and your back is down onto the mat so that you can't fit a hand underneath there. And then we're going to start to press the weight into the feet and start to peel the back off the mat. Once your back is off the mat, grab a hold of your block and slide it under the hips. So it can be the medium height of the block, the low height of the block, or even lifting the hips all the way up so you come into the highest. So you come onto the highest height of that block, but whatever feels most comfortable to you right now. Get as comfortable as you can. Let the arms just relax down by the sides, palms face up. If this block is a little bit too firm for your back, you can slide one of those blankets, just unroll the blanket and slide it just to give a layer or two of protection between the block and your low back. So we want to feel like the hips are supported by the block and we're not in that low arch in the back. So the block is basically right underneath the hip points, these bony protrusions in the front of the pelvis. And then just close the eyes and sink into this pose. We're going to take about 3 more breaths here, so just count them out to yourself at your own pace. And then begin to lift the hips off the block, slide it out from underneath you, and roll down the back 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. And then from here, just as a slight counter pose, bring the feet as wide as the mat, let the knees touch together, and just let the body relax here. Or let the low back and hips soften, the sacrum subtly open after bridge. Bring 1 hand to belly, 1 hand to heart. Placing your hands on your torso in a gesture of love. In a gesture of gratitude and appreciation for who you are, for exactly where you are in this life. And then with ease, we're going to make our way into Shavasana. So slowly just start to extend the legs down onto the mat. Move away any blankets, any props that might be in your way. Just get them out of the way. Bring the feet about as wide as the mat. Bring the arms down by the sides, palms face up, really feeling like the shoulder blades are relaxed. The hands are relaxed. The hips are relaxed. Then take a big breath in through the nose. And an open mouth exhale out. Again, take another big breath in. Fill the belly first, then the chest. And as you exhale, just let that breath wash down the back of the body. One more time, just like that. Fill belly first, then chest. And as you exhale, let the breath wash down. Allow the eyes to close, the body to grow heavy, to rest on the mat, on the ground. Let your eyes grow heavy. Allow the face to relax completely, especially the jaw, and even the tongue falls to the bottom of the mouth. The back of the head, the neck, throat, shoulders are all relaxed and soft. The arms, hands, even the fingertips are completely still, with ease, with surrender. The chest, the upper back, the lungs, they're slowly, steadily moving with the waves of the breath, with no force, but with lightness. The belly, the hips, the pelvis are all just relaxed. The legs, knees, ankles, and feet are still, are heavy with relaxation. Let everything go. Let the mind relax as well as the heart rate starts to steady out. And over the next few breaths, just start to re-presence the breath in your chest. Re-presence your body on the mat. And as you're ready, bring gentle movement into fingers and toes. And with your next big inhale, stretch the arms high overhead. Lengthen out from hands to feet. And with your exhale, hug knees in towards chest. And roll to one side. Press the palms gently into the ground as you come all the way up to seated. Cross the legs, grab your block if that will help you be more comfortable here. And then just relax the hands onto the knees. Lengthen through the spine. Close the eyes if they opened. And just take a few moments to reflect on this class, to reflect on your day, your week. Just maybe ask yourself, what has changed? What has changed by giving yourself this time of care, of relaxation, of presence? And then let's just bring the palms together at the center of the chest, closing out class by asking yourself if there's anything you want to take with you. Is there something you've learned or become aware of? Or perhaps wanting to bring a little bit more sense of love and care into your life, into your body, into your mind and heart. Whatever it is, just see what you want to take with you. And we'll close out with a final breath here. So let's take a big inhale through the nose and an open mouth exhale out. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for taking this time to care for your body. The light in me bows to the light within you. Namaste.